Look at what we've done here. We took completely unusable space, as you will see in these before photos right here. So I'd like to get the wall as close, down by that tree as possible. Build a 4-foot wall, and then we're gonna level as much as we can here. Now, what I want to say about this backyard is it is way, way more sloped than you can imagine here on the video. I am standing up on the concrete area because it's just too sloped to even walk out onto and really be able to even traverse. But really this video is all about using unusable space. So there's 3 areas. It's this area. We're going to show you in this video at least 3 different ways. With this, we're turning the slope into usable space. We're going to turn a whole underdeck area into an outdoor gym. And we're going to show you how to completely change a sloped area with a stairway down to destination. We're going to show you that in this video. We also have 2 bonus transformation areas, but you will need to stick around until the end to see those. So that will be destination right there for the kiddos to play. And then from up here, and it would basically be this whole area is something else we want to work on. Now you can see that there's some major elevations here. This is a huge slope, but basically this whole area we want to turn into kind of semi-usable space. Maybe even do a stairway from access from the front. Just to let you know, this area is going to be created into a 3-season gym with a sauna. So really just unusable hillside with trees all around, limbs all around, completely dead space to look at what we've done here. We have a swing set here, but look what we've done behind me here. We've taken that completely dead space underneath the deck. Take a look at the way it looked before. But now look what we have. We have a whole workout room that is completely weather tight, ready for them no matter what the season is to run in there, have a workout, take a sauna, and really turn that dead space into completely usable, livable space. So here's a great idea for a workout room. People are wondering where they could put a workout room. They don't want to go to the gym, so you can do one in your own house. Find the space. This was done under a deck. It was basically old dead space. You're going to see that right here. Check out these before photos. There's just a concrete slab that was really unused. Had an air conditioner in the back over by where the sauna is right now. But now you see it's a complete weather-tight, beautiful workout area for the family completely during the winter, in the dead of the winter. They could be out here enjoying a workout, enjoying a sauna, or just hang out here as a family and play some games together. So I want to show you this gym that we did underneath the deck, just kind of in a 3D world. By the way, the 360 video, as always, is posted below. So feel free to go through this whole project in the 360 world. But here's the upper deck. Obviously, you have the deck on top of the gymnasium. But prior to that, we had just the ugly concrete area underneath the deck, which served absolutely no purpose. It was just really dead, absolutely dead space that they never used. And so here's us entering the gymnasium. So basically we left the concrete as it was. So this is, whoever poured this concrete upstream, it might have been the home builders. They did just basically poured it as a foundation for the space. Because the area is so sloped, it's hard to see, but it's super sloped. And so they just poured it in sections. So we have the upper section, kind of a midsection, and then 2 other sections. And as you're going to see here, we did a nice little workout area. So the nice thing about what we can do here with the 360 is you can look and see how the under deck was installed. This product is called Undercover Systems. And I will have a link below of how of this product and how it is installed. You basically have some installation techniques on the website that I will link to and how it is done, but it's very convenient. Basically, you can take an existing deck and install this product, kind of this completely enclosed area where we have the windows, the door, and kind of we're weatherproofing this whole area. This system did a very nice job. You can even do some lights in the ceiling as you're seeing there. So think about this system, the undercover system, when you're doing the weatherproofing for your deck. Obviously, we've done a lot more to the space. We did a sauna, and the sauna is very nice. It's glass doors. Obviously, there's a single bench in there with a nice heater. This is a very nice product, especially it's an indoor product. So with the waterproofing that we did for this underdeck area, it really gave us the ability to give the homeowner a nice space for their sauna. And then, of course, with the rest of the underdeck area, you can really do whatever you want to do. The homeowner did a lot of just, dumbbells, barbells. They did the workout bike there, the trampoline. And so a very good use of space. I would strongly recommend if you have a 3-story deck, or if you have unusable space under your current deck and you don't necessarily need to turn it into outdoor living space, maybe consider doing this gymnasium with maybe even a sauna in there. It's a great idea. And now I'm going to walk you this way. Here we go. Hope you can still see me okay. And now just take a look up here and just see what we're dealing with this severely sloped landscape. So this house is a 3-story house, obviously set on an extremely sloped area. They have 2 kids and they want to be able to enjoy their backyard as much as possible. But back here was a completely sloped area. Now you can really see how sloped this project is when you see where the camera's at. So here the camera is back behind that lower tree. Now look up and see how drastic this changes. It's extreme how much slope we're talking about. It's almost a miracle. I have to say, it's almost a miracle that we were able to even do what we did back here. But that's what I want you to think of. You can create a miracle in your backyard. You think you have unusable space, but you can create destination. You can create purpose. You can create a place for your kids. You can create outdoor living, even in an extremely sloped landscape like you're seeing here. Long story short is we can help you design. Don't be afraid to really work with even a severely sloped landscape. So you can kind of get a hint of how sloped this landscape is just from looking at me walking down the stairs here. This is my son. He helps me with my photo shoots. He's the one behind the camera that is pushing play and making sure we are in frame. He's 13 years old, so don't judge, please. In fact, as you see me all the way down the stairs now and you look back up, you can just get an idea for how sloped the property is. Here you can go look all the way up at the top of the house, 3-story deck. And this is a truly, honestly, it's an unusable space prior to us doing this landscape. But look at what we did here. We created some terraces, and these are major terraces, and you can really get the flavor with this tree. So you see the tree here, and this is a tree that we've kind of, from the very start, used as an elevation. So that's an elevation, it's fixed. We did a little retaining wall above that so we can basically walk down, little stairway down, and then that creates a nice little area over to the fire pit destination. Now remember, this is pretty much unusable space before we created this elevation. It was just a sloped yard down to that other tree. Now there's the tree that we just kind of were referring to previous. It is way down there. You can't even see the base of it because it's such a sloped area. So here we had this kind of fire pit destination, which was basically unusable space prior, another stepway down to the area for the playset. Now, a cool thing about this playset, I just want to say, is this playset destination was designed for a future sport court. So their kids are young right now, so they just wanted to put the playset in, but they already have ideas to sell the playset when the kids get older. And this is already prepped and ready for a sport court material to go in. The hoop's going to go in, then the fence around it. And this is going to be a sport court destination for the kiddos when they're older. Now here you're really going to see that lower area, especially in relation to the slope. And here again is the gym that is under the deck. But if you look down in the 360 world, you can really see now how sloped this property is. There's the tree. It's still another 4 or 5 feet, probably 6 feet down to that lowest part of their property. So just an extremely sloped property, but we turn that property into a very usable space. And this is what I just want to continue to encourage you to do. Use the space to its best. And here, now we'll talk about this whole destination and how we're able to create this whole sloped stairway. So if you think you have an unusable hillside, take a look at what we've done here. This is absolutely a nightmare, really, with a sloped area. Able to turn this sloped area into a staircase to heaven, so to speak, because it's straight up. And what we used here is just pressure treated 4x4 with gravel. Gave us a nice staircase all the way up to the top. And here I just want to show how difficult this space was to create. It's pretty much straight down. I mean, it is probably the most difficult job we've had all season, just as far as getting machines in there, getting materials to the spot. It is literally straight downhill. As we follow it along here in 3D, I just want to show you what it's like here. I'm going through the gate here, and this is 360 again. I keep saying 3D, but I mean 360. But look at what it's like. It's straight down. And I just love this perspective. So again, this is in the footage. If you want to take a look at it, you can just see what we had to go through. You can follow it along and then really be able to see the site from all angles, so to speak. And I even go all the way down to the very, very bottom there. And I like that we can look up now and kind of see just how difficult this job site was to recreate, or especially as you look from the bottom of this tree and you look all the way up to the job site. And I'm just giving a final yahoo, because it's just a miracle that we were able to accomplish this. So amazing job site. And just again, I want to say this to you. You can absolutely create usable space in extremely unusable space prior. So we did it with this job. We did it with 3 different areas. We did it with the gym underneath the deck. We did it with an unusable backyard, created a very nice destination. And then we created a very nice through with the side yard, which is basically unusable space. We created a nice through for the homeowner to be able to go back and forth through. Now, there's a few more areas I just want to let you see that we did for transformation here. The front yard, we completely transformed. Take a look at what this front yard looked like before, and now look at it. I really appreciate what we did here because we turned grass, which was never used by the homeowner, a lot of shrubs over on one side, and we turned it into a very beautiful front entryway. And then the other area I want to walk you through, and it's on the 360 camera, which is the links is below, is the deck area. And you really have this beautiful view. You're kind of in the trees. It's just so pretty. And then you really, really get a nice, spectacular view of what we've done here with the stairway to heaven, so to speak. Keep saying that, but that is just such a crazy, crazy stairway. And then you get the upper area, and I appreciate the upper deck because on the upper deck, the homeowner had this little tiny garden, just a couple of raised garden beds, but they're all over really. And they use these almost every night to grab herbs and grab just food for their dinner. So even up here on this very steep deck, here you have this beautiful kind of oasis in the trees here, and you can still enjoy your garden on this very steep deck. So again, this video is all about using unusable space and creating it to the full. And I really feel like this upper deck is a great way to finish it because they utilized this deck for what they needed, and they utilized it for their cook space. Even the pizza oven here was, the family used this space for their evening dinners. So again, you can create usable space out of very little space. So what a transformation we had here. Now take a look at this next video. It's another transformation on a very steep slope. You are gonna love what we did from unusable space to a complete transformation, beautiful outdoor living space on a slope. Enjoy.